as a result of the liquor harming, however, at that point, that was scattered when the genuine passing testament emerged, and said that her back was snapped following Shanquella's savage demise. Mexican specialists said a capture warrant had been petitioned for Robinson's sidekick. Cabo 6 is currently more scared than any time in recent memory. That is on the grounds that a board addressing Robinson's family has guaranteed that they need strategic activity from the U.S. government to push the case forward. And we can't help but concur, eliminate her and the entirety of that stuff. So whether a house cleaner really found her body is one of those. Robinson was killed in late October, while holiday in Mexico, as per a Mexican examiner. The arraignment told ABC News on November 23 that a companion of Robinson's was the immediate attacker in her killing, which was in fact ordered as a femicide. A video later surfaced showing the lady attacking Robinson while they were both present in a lodging, yet this companion's name isn't in the public space. Shanquella's mom, Lizard Robinson, recognized the people in the video as companions her girl went with on the excursion to Cabo. An official exploring the case says they talked with two companions at the estate in Cabo who said Shanquella Robinson had liquor harming for the individuals who were ignorant. Robinson is from Charlotte, and a considerable lot of different travelers on the outing are likewise from North Carolina. So everything precisely happened. Robinson's colleagues at first said to her family that she passed on from liquor inebriation. Anyway, an assessment showed that she passed on from a wrecked neck and spine. The next day, Channel 9 got Robinson's demise testament, which said she kicked the bucket in no less than 15 minutes of being heard, and rolled the reason for death as extreme spinal line injury with utmost luxation. The passing endorsement, anyway, makes no notice of liquor harming as a potential contributory reason. In January, Channel 9 met with Daniel de la Rosa Annie, the principal legal officer for the state of Baja California, sir, who guaranteed that the examination concerning Robinson's homicide was all the while continuous. As per de la Rosa Annie, his organization is teaming up with U.S. authorities. Much more, the analysts mentioned that meetings be finished in the U.S. with the others who went on the excursion so they could decide if the others ought to likewise confront indictment. Sue Ann Robinson, the Robinson family's lawyer, had quite recently gotten back from Mexico when Joe Bruno of Channel 9 met with her to examine the situation with the case. Swan Robinson, who is currently in the U.S., noticed that perhaps of the main example she gained from the experience was that it is so challenging to gather data and lead an investigation into the issue in Mexico. Removed to Mexico to have to deal with the penalties, they say that Robinson was killed in a statement, direct assault, not a mishap. We weren't gotten by the department and prompted the head legal officer's office, so we sort of needed to advance to gather the data. And Robinson says, regardless of their consciousness of the conventions in Mexico, that the head legal officer would request the consulate to be involved since it is a wrongdoing, including the U.S. individual. We got no help from the department. Normally, the lawyer effectively obtained data from the Mexican principal legal officer, who guaranteed that their examination was finished and that a removal parcel had been arranged. This data about the removal demand was thusly given to the fitting experts in the U.S., and the respondent's lawyer has asserted that they are basically trusting that our administration will play out the following stages in the process. When questioned about the time span it takes the ward to arrive at a choice, the lawyer stated, "It is an exceptional case in that this removal cycle is requiring the U.S. to basically turn over a U.S. resident or residents to the Mexican government to be dealt with under their law enforcement framework, yet it's not something phenomenal or that misses the mark on convention for it to be done. It simply takes a general representative upper room mediation." Kayla Mitchell, who has known Robinson since they were kids, is among those battling for equity. Mitchell passed a message on to whoever is thought to be liable for Robinson's demise in a meeting with EDB TV. She guarantees that you can't take off from equity. God, Is it just God, so anything you do when individuals are not around God sees it? And that is a definitive dab dab like you need to go through him. And you can't move away from him and his equity, the covered companion. Is as yet looking for answers, however. Meanwhile, she is recalling the wonderful time she enjoyed with Robinson. This is what she needed to say. Furthermore, she was so brimming with everyday routine. She cherished encounters, experiencing huge, getting a charge out of, and capitalizing on it.